You know that exact feeling when you're talking to someone, and on paper, everything they are saying sounds completely fine. They are smiling, they are being polite, they might even be complimenting you. But deep down, your gut is literally screaming that something is wrong. Most people will tell you to look for visible red flags or wait until someone does something bad to prove you right. But the truth is, your ears will usually catch the warning long before your eyes do. Over the next few minutes, we're going to talk about the reality of what's happening here. We will break down exactly why a person's voice changes when they have a hidden motive, why you physically absorb the heavy energy of a room like a sponge, and the exact step you need to take to clear your head when you get completely drained by other people's noise. Let's get right into it. The voice gives it away. Think about a musical instrument, like a guitar. If just one string is slightly out of tune, the whole song sounds off, even if the person playing it knows all the right chords and hits every note perfectly. You can still hear that tiny bit of friction. People work the exact same way when it comes to their motives. When someone is hiding something, when they are envious, or when their spirit just isn't right, their voice carries a weird, invisible friction that your gut picks up on instantly. It might sound like a forced laugh, an edge in their tone when you share good news, or a sudden shift in how they pace their words around you. The Bible even talks about this reality in Psalm 55, where it says, "A man's words were smoother than butter, but war was in his heart. His words were softer than oil, yet they were drawn swords." Notice that the issue here wasn't the words he picked. He chose excellent words. The issue was the vibe and the texture behind how he said them. The biggest mistake you can make as a sensitive person is ignoring that uneasy feeling just because someone says exactly what you want to hear, or because they wrap it up in scriptures and religious language. If your gut tells you their tone is off, trust it. Your spirit is catching a fake before they ever get the chance to trip you up or manipulate you. The sponge effect. The second major issue we have to deal with is why you get so completely overwhelmed and exhausted when you're in crowded or chaotic places. If you take a metal tuning fork, strike it, and hold it next to a completely quiet tuning fork, that second fork will automatically start vibrating and humming on its own, just from being close to the noise. If you have a healing or sensitive spirit, your body does that exact same thing every single day. You don't just walk into a room, you absorb the room. This is why, when you walk into a workplace, a friend's house, or even a church that is full of hidden gossip, anger, or heavy spiritual junk, you start feeling it physically. Your chest might get heavy out of nowhere. Your breathing changes. You might get a sudden headache, or your ears start ringing. The problem is that you think something is wrong with you. You start labeling it as a random panic attack, or you assume you're just being paranoid. But in reality, your spiritual radar is just giving you a highly accurate reading of what's actually happening in that room. Once you realize that the heavy energy belongs to the environment and not to your own mind, you can mentally back off, detach, and protect your peace instead of carrying it home with you. The silence reset. But the real danger of carrying this gift without managing it is massive sensory burnout. Think about a sound guy working a massive loud concert. He spends hours adjusting frequencies surrounded by screaming crowds and heavy bass. Eventually, his ears get tired. We call it ear fatigue. After a few hours, he literally cannot tell what sounds good or what sounds distorted anymore because his baseline is gone. The only fix is for him to leave the stadium and step into a completely quiet room for a while to reset his hearing back to a clean reference point. If you are a healer running on empty right now, your burnout isn't a mystery. You are just constantly drowning in everyone else's noise, absorbing their anxiety and listening to their baggage without ever taking time to clear your own system. Your spiritual ears are tired. The fix is intentional isolation. And I don't mean just staying home while scrolling through social media, because that is just more noise. You need a completely quiet space to turn off the world and just sit with God. You need absolute silence to let the Holy Spirit wash off the residue of other people's problems so you can get your clarity back and hear clearly again. God gave you sensitive ears for a reason, to keep you safe and help you navigate this world. Stop treating it like a curse or a flaw and start using it like the tool it is. Let me know in the comments if you've ever felt your spirit freeze up just from the tone of someone's voice, even when they were saying all the right things. Make sure to subscribe to the channel for more real, honest talk on faith and wellness. Guard your peace, take care of your heart, and I'll catch you in the next video. Bye for now.